morning. Good morning and welcome. Good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, good morning. You keep sharing the live. We're here for less than 30 minutes. Keep sharing the live. We're here for less than 30 minutes. Keep sharing the live. Help me and share the live. We got a quick update. This is the Fire for Fire episode. Keep sharing the live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I need you to share the live as far as you can. Share the live to any group you're part of. Share to as many people as you can. Go ahead, share the live. Let's provide some real-time, fast-time information. Share the live. Yep. Go ahead. By the time we hit 100 human beings, we start. By the time we hit 100 human beings, we start. So please share the live. Kindly share the live. By the time we hit 100 human beings, we're going to start. So please share the live. Please share the live. It's very important. It's very, very important. Oh, yeah. So kindly share the live. It is very, very important. Yeah, Christiana Seaton, Lucky Massacre, and the rest of the people. Good morning from Liberia. Good morning. When we reach 100, we start the conversation. Trust me. When we reach 100, we start the conversation. Please share the live to as many people as you can. There is an update on the former president. There is an update on the former and incoming president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. George Weah. So share the live. We got to give you all of what you need to know. Every bit and piece of information you need to know, we got to give it to you. So go ahead. Share the live. Aliyu Kamara and the rest of the people. Franklin Kamara. Fire for Fire. We on it. We are on it. We will soon reach 100. And by the time we reach 100, continue sharing the live. Once we reach 100 human beings watching, we will start the live automatically. We will start it. So go ahead. Quickly. Keep sharing. Keep sharing the live. Keep sharing the live. We want to reach 100 to start the conversation, please. Okay, so I think I will start, and we'll automatically reach 100 by the time the conversation gets started. The first thing we want to say to our people is the fact that we should stop allowing the Unity Party government to make fun out of the Liberian people. We should stop allowing this administration to determine what kind of nonsense will filter on social media in an attempt to cover their ineptitude. And I'm saying that this government is inept. The government is highly inept. They're unable to move into action based on what the Liberian people expect. And so when they fail to achieve a particular situation, a particular goal, all they choose to do is to find propaganda to cover it. And let me expose what's happening. The news about President George Weah being critically sick, being hospitalized, is false, it is misleading, And it is intended to hide the government blunder, the government inefficiency, the government's inability to bring one single cent to this country after over 23 trips President Boakai made across the country, across the world. The only reason these guys are paying bloggers, are paying their propagandists to spread fake information about President Weah being sick is to hide the shame that they brought on the country again. Especially on two critical issues. The first has to do with the quote-unquote 35 NTA buses. The government propagandists have been parading around the world, all on social media, that the government are bringing 35 buses to the country, NTA buses. Only for us to realize that 35 buses did not come to Liberia. Rather something between 7 to 10. I don't care about what the actual number will be, because what I expected to have seen was the fact that they would have lined up 35 buses to parade across the country. Instead, we only saw 7 pieces of buses. They did not want Liberian people questioning them on why they didn't provide 35 buses as they stated. And so, one of their game plan is to say, let's run with President Weah being sick, President Weah being hospitalized, and by doing so, it will move the mind from the Liberian people. It will take their mind away from the lies that we told that we would have brought 35 buses. And some of you, seditionists on the live, including seditionists across the world, you believe these kind of things. That President Weah sick, he is hospitalized. This is a unity party propaganda intended to keep you away from the real shame, the real inability of the government to do what they said they would do. These people refer to George Weah as a Buka dancer. A nobody. In fact, they say his presidency would mean nothing for the country. The man was able to navigate his way through and got 45 buses at no cost to the Republic of Liberia. 45 NTA buses plus 5 fire trucks came to Liberia from the Indian government to the Republic of Liberia under George Weah at no cost to the Republic of Liberia. These guys are about to purchase 35 buses using Liberian people money, which is not a bad thing. But the question is, why are the book people not able to lobby like President Weah, who they refer to as a nobody, to get what President Weah got free? Because if there is a possibility to have something free, why do you want to pay money? The only reason you want to pay money is because apparently you do not have the ability to convince the international folks to donate to a struggling country like Liberia. But by the way, that is not the main conversation. The main conversation is the only reason why the guys are running around President Weah sick, President Weah laying on hospital bed, is because they want you and I to forget about the shameful trip President Boakai just returned from. And I repeat, the shameful trip President Boakai just returned from. President Boakai returned to the country last night from a trip to France and the United Arab Emirates. Right next door, Ghana. Ghana, where President Weah is. Right next door, Ghana. Ghana was able to return from France with 7 hospitals that will be constructed all across the country. And I said clinic, I said hospitals. Ghana returned from France with a commitment from the French government to invest in the maritime sector of the Republic of Ghana. They returned with a commitment to strengthen the capacity of the young people in Ghana through the provision of digital education that will enhance the young people's ability to handle artificial intelligence, AI, in Ghana. Those are amongst the many things Ghana was able to get from the French trip, what did President Boakai bring from France? Hawks. Beautiful convoy in Paris. He held lunch with the French president. And Kula Fofana will go on Facebook and say the president was able to strengthen bilateral relationship with France, the deepened ties. Those are things they don't want us to talk. They don't want you and I questioning Boakai on what he brought. A Buka Denzel in George Weah went to France, and when he was returning from Paris, he returned from Paris with $10 million. $10 million US was the benefit Liberia got from a visit President Weah made in France. Part of that money went towards the construction of the 14 military hospital, the first ever medical facility to be owned and operated by the armed forces of Liberia. That trip to France. That trip to France also paved the way for several other solar projects through the RREA, the Rural Renewable Energy Agency of Liberia. Several of the street lights you see across the country under the Weah administration got some of the funds from that same trip President Weah made to France. But President Boakai went to France now. What did he bring? He my good friend, my good gentleman, Emmanuel Macron, my brother and friend, welcomed me. He hugged me. We had lunch at the palace or whatever. You got that lunch, the Liberian people, made you president for? You became president to have lunch? You went to France. Other countries are bringing hospitals, bringing development for the young people, bringing serious-minded projects that will affect the lives of the people positively. And the only thing our president could bring to us was that he deepened ties and established bilateral ties, relationship. Labrador tell you didn't get bilateral ties. Labrador tell you we're suffering from ties. Labrador tell you we are desperate enough to establish ties. That is why they don't want you to talk. They don't want you to focus on the shameful way the president returned. The president returned shamefully. Other country presidents return from their trips with goodies, personal benefits that will improve the country. They return from those trips with good initiative, good policy, investments. What are we having in Liberia? Deepening ties? That's why they don't want you to talk about. That's why you saw they influencing some individuals with no idea on what they're talking about. They say, oh, President, we are sick in the hospital, and I see some of you CDC people, you're quick to fall for it. And everybody calling, KOK, what the president? I spoke with President Weah last night. The man is okay, he's good. He wakes up every morning, go to the gym. He will train every morning and go to the gym. The man you said sick on a birthday was actively involved with multiple games. The man played football, played basketball, played table tennis, and he was all with the people up to the next morning of his birthday. You looking for a sick person? You looking for people who sick? We'll still show you those who sick. But the truth of the matter is, they do not have anything substantive to show to the Liberian people after wasting over $400,000 US to go to two countries, to go to France and the UAE. A Buka Denzel went to France, and like I told you, bro, what I just listed. This same Buka Denzel went to the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. By the way, Dubai is the tourism city, while Abu Dhabi is the political capital for the UAE. George Weah went to the UAE. What did he return to the country with? Today, the people of Bopolu City in Bapolu County can boast of a 100-bedroom hospital. All thanks to George Weah, his trip to the UAE. Today, the army people, the military people, the people in the AFL can boast of over 10 vehicles, military vehicles and other military equipment from the UAE. President Weah's trip to the UAE. Today, The people in the PSP community can boast of the Unification Pact, what I would call the PSP Pact, because of the UAE. Because of the same UAE visit. President Boakai go to the UAE, he sat with the king of the UAE, at the end of the day came back to Monrovia empty-handed. Are we not concerned that our president is not respected around the world? Are we not concerned that the president cannot convince even the Arabs? Oh, President Boakai convinced the Arabs to do one small project in Liberia? You went to the UAE, they knew that the president was returning with nothing to the country. They knew. 4 days ago, they got to know that the president ain't coming with rock from France. They got to know the president ain't coming with rock from UAE. And so what did they choose to do? To flood social media with this fake news about President Weah being hospitalized, and the thing, it was sell because President Weah is a popular figure. Because President Weah is somebody who is a human attraction. So when you say something about him, the whole country will get busy discussing it, and they'll forget about how JMB went to UAE and brought zero. And brought zero. It has to stop. You cannot use propaganda to run the country. You are in power. Your job is to provide deliverables. It is a shameful thing that after, and I repeat, it's a shameful thing that after almost 23 different trips President Boakai made around the world, he is yet to bring common $10,000 to the Republic of Liberia. Common 10,000. I ain't say 10 million. I said 10,000. For the president to say, oh, okay. Oh, the president to the airport. Mr. President, welcome. You went to a certain country. What can you say? For him to say, oh, yeah, I was able to bring 10,000. President Boakai had never done that. I still to be corrected. Show me any reference where President Boakai trip resulted to monetary value for the country. Where it brought some project to the country. They knew 4 days ago, they knew that the Republic would have gotten nothing from the UAE. That he would have gotten nothing from France. And so what did they decide to do was to go on Facebook, contact few guys, contact few of the supporters, and run on social media with a fake story that President Weah is sick. No. None of us saying that President Weah is immune to sickness. No, we're not saying it. I'm not saying that President Weah can get sick. Even when he was president, there were times he was sick. Every human being can get sick. So we are not saying President Weah can get sick. But it is so silly for you to say the man is sick when he is not. If President Weah is sick, we'll tell you. If President Weah is not feeling well, he himself, you let President Weah murder himself? You let him pass it? You let President Weah pass himself? Pass his wife and children? Oh, President Weah will not be well. His woman were lying to come be playing basketball in Monrovia on his birthday. President Weah will not be well. His wife, Madam Marie Weah, will allow him to be passing around to go to groundbreaking ceremony, to go to places. Okay, let's assume, for the sake of that weak argument, that President Weah is sick. He will choose to go to Ghana to go do medical treatment. Let's assume that President Weah is not well. That Ghana, you'll go do treatment. I mean, sometimes some of the things we believe is just crazy. If he is as critically ill as you guys are putting it, if he is as sick as you're making it to appear, oh, the man sick, they make him walk, they make him do that one in hospital. If President Weah is critically sick, that Ghana you go for treatment. I mean, you're not talking one pape who living on loan here, man. You are not discussing one 4-year village champion. You are discussing a former AC Milan player. You are discussing the current chairperson of the FIFA Anti-Racism Committee. That he will be sick and be taking treatment in Accra. If he is critically sick like you guys are portraying, he will be sitting in Accra for treatment. What are the medical facilities there? What guarantee do we have as the supporters that Ghana can provide the confidentiality and everything? No. He's not sick. He's not hospitalized. He's not hospitalized. Like I told you, even on a daily basis, President Obama, President Trump, President Biden, President Boakai, every day All these people got a medical people, they can go to them on a daily basis and administer some medical treatment. That you and I ain't got money. But these people have the ability to Medicare in their homes. Oh yes, they can. If President Weah is sick, like you guys are putting it, oh, he's incredibly sick, he can't move, he ain't walking, he's laying down in the hospital bed, that Ghana, you're going to lay down? No, this is not one person who's cornered the opportunity. This is an individual who is a global icon. Assuming President Weah ain't got money. His son to me that we are, Jack out of tell a club, myself, that my father and your former president, your former player is not well. Myself will send flight Africa to come for him. To take him to one of the best hospitals in France. If he's sick, that Ghana, you go lay down. Well, we got all the Liberian people that in Ghana. Everybody know what's up in Ghana. That Ghana will go take treatment. Sometimes some of the lies you listen to, sometimes I tend to wonder, why are we so gullible in this country? UP decided to hide the ineptitude of the president. They decided to hide the lack of international connection of the president with a fake sickness story, and the whole country, everybody passing around with it. Everybody passing around with it. Oh yeah, President Weah sick. President Weah, no. The man is not hospitalized. He is not sick. But you know what? We will not subject President Weah to any unnecessary video, to any unnecessary showboating, because some group of individuals somewhere demanding it. Wait for President Weah when he is part of the FIFA delegation to North America, specifically America and Canada, where they are supposed to be meeting countries that will be hosting the next World Cup. This man is the chairperson of the anti-racism committee of the FIFA. The chairman. Just as the United Nations is powerful and got money, resources, that's how FIFA is. Oh, and you think the chairman of the anti-racism committee will be sick? Critically, the way you're saying it. Then at Ghana, you go sit down for treatment? That Ghana, you go sit down for treatment? Nobody is saying President Weah can get sick. President Weah is a human being. He got blood running through his veins. Oh, yes, he can get sick. And when he is sick, we'll let you know. If there is a reason why you need to know, you will be told. But it is so silly for you to keep parading on social media that he is hospitalized when you know that he is not hospitalized. You can use propaganda to win elections. Don't attempt to use propaganda to rule. You got the country to govern the country. You should be telling us why, after 23 trips President Boakai have made, why he has yet to bring 1 cent to this country. The man you refer to as Buka Dancer, playboy president, playboy president, all the adjectives you use here against George Weah. Weah went to countries for President Boakai visiting today and brought things that we can run to now and point to. I can put you in the car. I can put you in my car right now. We go to Bapolu City, Bapolu County, and I can slap the Emery Hospital wall and tell you that when we have visited UAE, this is what he brought. Now you put me in your car and carry me around the Republic of Liberia and tell me what Joe Boakai brought from the UAE. That is the conversation they want to take us away from. That's the conversation they don't want to have. They don't want you and I discussing on the failure of the government. That you spend over 400,000 of our people money to run on foreign trips, and the trip cannot benefit the country 1 cent. You think that's a good thing? You think that's nice? You know what 400,000 can do in this country? You know what 300,000 US dollars can do in this country? For some funny trip, and the country ain't benefiting anything. An attempt for you to deprive the citizen from knowing the truth about the trip, from knowing how the trip was very, very, very poorly attended. You choose to run all across the country in an attempt to lure the people in believing that President Weah is hospitalized. The man, a human being, can get sick. When he gets sick, we'll let you know. But when he is not sick, don't say he's sick. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Do you know footballers? Do you know athletes? Do you know the kind of training they go through? Do you know what they do to keep their body in shape together? Do you know what happens? When President Weah became president in 2018, both of you who are here on the live, you can attest. In 2018, when President Weah became president, in less than 6 months, President Weah became big. Till when you are walking, you will see you'll be pushing, you'll be walking, your chest in front, you'll be pushing your butt behind. That's how big he was. His dietitians had to go back to him and say, no, Chief, you got to change the way you eat. You got to change the type of things you eat. You got to go through some training. Somewhere around 2018, 2019, his body started to drop. He started to get in shape. Footballers do these things. Athletes do these things. There are sometimes your doctors will look at you and tell you, you got to release you got to reduce your protein intake. You got to reduce the level of cholesterol you take in. You got to reduce the level of carbohydrate you take in. When you start to follow those kind of proceeding, the doctors are not telling you it because you are sick. They are telling you it because they want, there is something they call preventive health care. There is preventive health care and there is curative health care. Preventive health care will ensure that you prevent the sickness or you prevent the body from getting involved with any medical complication before it happens. The curative health care is when you already get a cold, you already get a malaria, then they give you medicine so the cold and malaria can stop. The preventive one is saying, don't get cold, don't get malaria. For you not to get malaria, keep your yard clean, keep your area correct. Sleep on a mosquito net. That's preventive health care. So these big people who got money, these big athletes, these politicians and very important personality in our society, their doctors can look at them from time to time and say, look, my man, I think you're okay now. You need to drop some weight. You need to reduce some of the oil. You need to drop some weight. You need to change the type of food you eat right now. Based on your age and based on your exercise level, based on the number of water you take in, based on the number of sugar you take in, you need to reduce your weight. And the way you do it is for the dietitians to redirect your food intake. So if you are drinking 2 bottles of juice a day, you got to drink one bottle of juice and 1 bottle of water. Replace the other bottle of juice with water. If you are eating about 10 ounces or whatever gram of meat, reduce it to fish, reduce it to nothing, reduce it to vegetable. These transformational processes will lead to your body changing in shape and size. When it happens, does that in any way mean you're sick? When you're going through your normal routine, your dietitians are trying to work. Dietitians are people who determine the kind of food you eat, by the way. So when your dietitians are reprogramming your food intake, and that decides to affect your body, because obviously it will shape your body. If you used to wake up in the night and swallow GB, 10 o'clock in the night, and your dietitian tells you, no, the thing you're doing, you're swallowing GB 10 o'clock in the night, and you're drinking beer profusely, you are not exercising, you are not eating fruit, it will soon get you obesity, it will soon get you big stomach. When you stop it, your stomach will start to reduce. And your stomach start to reduce, does that in any way mean you're sick? Come on, we need to learn. We need to stop being so unnecessarily political about issues in this country. The United Party should focus on the job they were elected to do. You can be passing the president around from one country to the country. He's not getting, he's not bringing anything to the country for us. He's not bringing anything. Wasting taxpayers' resources. And you work out the only thing you can say, President Weah said, President Weah said, that President Weah said, fake sickness made Joe Boakai bring 1 cent from the UAE. No, you tell me. That President Weah's fake sickness making Joe Boakai bring 1 cent from France? No, I come in. Let's have the conversation now. That President Weah's sickness. Eh? Ain't you say President Weah sick? Ain't you say President Weah sick? That President Weah sickness making Joe Boakai return from France with $0? When Joe Weah went to the same France and brought 10 million? Oh, that the fake sickness making JMB left the UAE, the place Joe Weah brought hospital from. That place he come from with empty hands. And you allow the United Party propagandists to run the country into mess? You should be focusing on why the president returned to this country with $0. You can spend 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 on a trip. On a trip. Liberians cannot even see what is in it. Liberians can see what is in it. The president traveled to Japan. Why other countries are bringing billions of dollars to their people? Our president was in Japan visiting one small hospital. Our president was in Japan visiting one small hospital. Why Ghana was signing big deals to come to Japan? And why Ghana was bringing vehicle manufacturing companies to Accra? Our president was visiting small hospital in Japan. Be focused on how nobody is recognizing President Boakai around the world. Be focused on that. If the president is respected globally, wherever he goes, even when a $5 they will give it to him. Especially the kind of country he come from, a third world country like Liberia. You got a president who they say is a responsible people president, an educated president, serious-minded president. But the serious-minded president can go to a serious country and can bring rock. The serious-minded country president go to serious-minded France and could not bring 1 cent. The playful president went to France and brought 10 million. That's the conversation what you should be talking about. The playful president talked to Paris. The playful president talked to India and brought 45 new buses in 2018 when he became president. The serious-minded president is baking one heavy duty importation business in Liberia to pre-finance 35 buses before they will get get the 7 buses that came yesterday. What kind of serious president is not able to talk to imagine India? You can't convince India. Who you convince? Imagine the president can convince India. You can convince India to bring 45 buses. That you gotta go buy buses. That you gotta go buy buses. A playful president went and brought 45 buses free. A playful president went to the UAE that Joe Boakai just returned from and brought big hospital and sent it to Bapolu. And brought the PSP pack and did it. And brought military vehicle for the AFL and presented it to them. The playful president brought those things from UAE. The super president go to the UAE, he can't even bring chicle. He can't even bring common paper making it. And because you guys are damn shame, you are ashamed of your president, you are ashamed that the president is not able to do anything. And the only thing you can have here, President Weah say, President Weah do the one, this and that. And my only disappointment is the fact that Seditions are quick to believe this guy lies. If you must continue to support President Weah, you should understand that they will lie on him. They will make attempts to do all the worst things to him. They will say things that are not authentic. They will attack his character. They will do everything to demoralize you. The same thing they did. They went to your headquarters and broke it down, thinking that when they break your headquarters down, it will stop you from supporting the president. It will stop you from supporting your party. Oh, when they saw how Boulevard Junction and 540 became locked on the day of the groundbreaking, when they saw how the number was overwhelming, when they saw how Liberians all across the country trooped their way to the groundbreaking, they got confused. You need to stand firm. If you support President Weah, you should understand that he will be attacked on a daily basis. The job of the United Party is not to govern. Their job is to make sure that they bring George Weah down. And so if you are a Weah supporter, you got to be firm. You got to be strong. If you are not strong, they will make you weak. All of these things are intended to make you weak. President Weah is strong. He's healthy. Sooner or later, you will see him in the United States with the FIFA delegation. This man is busy in and out of government. Outside government, he's still having impact globally. He's still having global engagements. George Weah been having a horse in Ghana before he could become president. The Ghana you said George Weah had a horse in Ghana before becoming president. Even before he could even talk about being a politician, he had that horse in Ghana. When the man are in Liberia, he go sit in Ghana. Oh, the man did not build a house in Ghana when you were president. The horse was there. The Ghanaians themselves know that George Weah had a horse there. Also, when George Weah go to Ghana, does that in any way mean anything? They make a horse there now. You can be there. He let mother live in a house practically before she could die. Practically. His brother Clarence, all the people used to be in a house in Ghana. He had a house when you're playing football. He had a house when you're playing football. When he is not in Liberia, he goes to Ghana. If he's not in Ghana, he's in Florida to a place in America, and all of these properties outside the country, he got them before he could become president. Oh, the man not president again. He can't go to your house in Ghana again to go rest. He can't go to your house to go rest. He can go rest. And so when the man is interested in Ghana, ahead of his official engagement with the FIFA in North Africa, and somebody come and say, the only reason why these guys are running with this news is because they want you and I to forget about the shameful return of the president. President Boakai returned to this country shamefully. Very shamefully. Very shamefully. Arab man. Imagine Arab man country. You go Arab man country, you won't pay anything? Are we serious? If Syrian president go to the Arab people, you not bring rack? A quote-unquote Syrian president go to the Arab people country and they not bring rack? You didn't bring rack back to the country? And only because you want to lie. Because you don't want us talking these things, you can't run around with President Weah sick. He in hospital, he on the hospital bed. And you challenging. President Weah will do no video. He will do no video to justify anything. If he has an official program to go to in Ghana, he will go there. When journalists are there, they will take a picture and send it. But for us to go in President Weah's gym, to go record him training, we'll not do that bull crap. We'll not do it. Because it is not worth it. Focus on the bread and butter issues of the country. They elected Joe Boakai to run the affairs of the country. Hey, people should focus on that. You said that people are dying from hunger in the country. You're not concerned about it. Half of the people in the country, they're carrying in school. They're carrying in school on Sape. The business department at the different schools have to reduce their tuition installment policy. So schools used to get 3 installment policy at their institution for paying school fees. Today, the schools have burned all their original policy on installment. You get 100, you can go pay it now because the country hard. You are running a country where things are becoming extremely difficult. Very difficult. Life is unbearable in the country. Nobody said Liberia was not hard on the Ellen. Liberia was difficult on the Ellen. Liberia was difficult on the George Weah. But Liberia is worse on the Joe Boakai. The government should focus on it. The government should be concerned about it. Be concerned about changing the bread and butter issues affecting the country instead of you passing around with one fake news. Look at Syria, man, the country. President. Oh, the president not playful. Yeah, he's not playful, we agree. We agree he's not playful. He was not playing that. He was not dancing puka. Joe Boakai is not dancing puka. He is not playing football on the street. He is not playing football at the Invisible Park. But with all his seriousness, what did he bring from France? With all his seriousness, what did he bring from Dubai? Joe Weah went to Dubai and brought hospital. Come to me in my car, I carry Bobalu, we'll go to the hospital, we'll take picture. Show me where we can go to take picture of what Joe Boakai brought to this country from Dubai. Show me where we can go to take picture from what Joe Boakai brought to this country from France. And the thing, they don't want to talk. Oh, that's why they don't want to talk. Oh, because they know we're discussing that. They know we say Boakai coming with nothing. And because they know that is the conversation that will be in the country, they say, okay, you know what? The way the Boakai coming disgraceful, they ain't bringing nothing for all. Let's just put Joe Weah, sick on Facebook. Some of them last say Joe Weah died. Then we'll put it on Facebook. Then they will be concerned about it. They will not be concerned about how Opa return from UAE and France with 0. I kind of bull crap so CDC people listening to. I kind of bull crap people worrying on. Everybody calling me. Okay, what happening? Okay, what's happening? The only thing happening is that Joe Boakai returned from France and UAE was 0. That's the only thing that's happening. Besides that, everything okay, everything good. Everything is good. When When George Weah was president, he instructed one of his officials of government to take President Boakai to a hospital in America when President Boakai was sick. Now, I want you to listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to that one. In fact, share the live right now because I want other people to listen to that particular one. Then we'll end the podcast. I want you to share it. When President Weah was in charge of this country, Omen Joe Boakai got sick. Omen Joe got sick. George Weah, as president of the Republic of Liberia at that time, instructed one of his staff, somebody who was working in his government, to take Omen Joe Boakai to America, Rhode Island, for treatment, medical treatment. To take President Boakai to America for medical treatment. George Weah took somebody else to America for treatment. Then George Weah himself will be sick. He will go lay down Ghana for treatment. That one making sense to you? It making sense to you? No. Is it making sense to you? Is this thing making sense to you? Let's have the conversation. We are a president. He sent Joe Boakai America for treatment. America for treatment. When President Weah was in charge of this country, as head of the country, he sent President Boakai to the United States of America for treatment. Then Weah himself will be sick. He will go lay down Ghana for treatment. Also, he let Boakai pass his hair. And people believe in that kind of bull crap. The Unity Party and their supporters, their propagandists, should know that governing a country is not successfully done through propaganda. Because propaganda will not bring the Emirate Hospital that George Weah brought from the UAE to take it to Babalu. Propaganda will not do it. Propaganda will not erase the fact that Joe Boakai returned to the country the same way he left. The same way he left the country, that how he returned. Weah sent JMB to hospital in the USA. Then he said sick. He said sick. Now you guys are saying critically sick. Then at Ghana you go lay down. When Joe Boakai was critically sick, George Weah took him to the UAE. To the USA for treatment. Then I hear George Weah will be critically sick. You go lay down in Ghana. Y'all get sense? You're thinking? Are you guys thinking? Are you guys thinking? But the truth of the matter is, and I will say this to people before I close, the rescue government should stop using propaganda because propaganda will not work. Some of your own rescue supporters are out of school. Some of your rescue supporters are out of rent. Some of them do not even feed a day. Hunger is on the increase. You should be focusing on how you bring jobs to this country. You run a reckless government. You run a government that doesn't prioritize the rule of law. And that's why people ain't taking the president serious out there. How do you want to consider the president to be serious when the president is breaking the laws in the country? And you think other people will take their high-end taxpayers' money and give it to the government? Don't you see that Joe Boakai is not attracting anything from outside there? Why should the president make over 23 trips and we cannot point to 1 cent that he ever brought to the country? It's been 2 years. We are in November. It's 2 years now. Forget December. It is 2 years. It is 2 years now. 1 cent he hasn't brought to this country. You should be concerned about it. And you're looking for sickness where there is none? You're looking for death where there is none? Go ahead. Continue. Continue looking for death. You will find death where you put it. Continue looking for death. You will find death where you put it. But at the end of the day, there is one thing that is clear. That the government decided to use this story, to use this fake medical situation as a cover-up for the shame and disgrace they brought on this country by the unsuccessful trips the president been making. And did some people that all in the country will sit down and lie? No, we tell our people, we inform our people that this is a charade. It has no bearing. It has no bearing. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. In as much as you want to run government and also run propaganda, but you got to feel for the people. The 500,000 Joe Biden used to go to those two countries, the 300,000 he used, I don't want to know how much he used, but I know whatever money he used, that money can build hospital in some kind of county. And he had knew, he would have used that money to build some kind of hospital or some kind of school in one county. Instead of jumping in big airplane, charter private jet, luxurious hotels around the world, and give fat DSA to his staff, he would have used that money to do something else to benefit the lives of the people. Instead of that, he went unsuccessfully, came back with nothing. And because you were afraid that we'll talk about it, you were afraid that we'll criticize it, you jump beyond sickness. Where the 35 buses you said you were bringing? You only show us 7. Where the other one? Oh, you don't want to criticize you on it? That's why you bringing sickness news? And let me say this to citizens on authority, that your political leader and the incoming president of this country 2030 is alive, he is healthy, he is strong, and will soon be in the USA for his official activities as chairperson of the Anti-Racism Committee of the Federation of International Football Association, FIFA. Don't get carried away by any of these distractions. These are things intended to distract you from the real suffering of the Liberian people. And so I just thought to have the short podcast, and in subsequent time, it's going to be fire for fire. These days, we will leave no information unchecked. We will leave no information unchecked. Any nonsense they say about the former president, a political party, and whatever, we will counter it. Because these guys lie to come to power. We cannot allow them to keep lying. Why in power? Oh, you lie to all the kind of power? You want to lie to all while you stay in power? You lie to the woman you pregnant her. You still want to be lying to her while the child is living? Oh, that lie you'll be on 24/7? That lie you'll be on 24/7? It's going to be fire for fire going forward. You can keep lying to our people. Focus on the country. You got the country in your hands now. Focus on the run it. Are you guys not ashamed that you are only completing projects? Ralph Highway, you are completing the project. You're completing the project. Joe Boakai went to Nima and Bunkanda the last time to dedicate schools. Those school projects you are dedicating and your government will own it. He should show all the pictures when you're doing groundbreaking. Oh, you dedicating project you did not do groundbreaking for, but you're taking all the glory to yourself. The government should be focused on creating her own projects. The head of the LEC, Jack, told you and I in one of your interviews that the work, the job he is doing, the progress he is making, is as a result of what the predecessors did. Who are your predecessors? People who operated under the George Weah administration. So practically the government is doing nothing. You are only building on what you inherited. Show us your own original policy, original plans that you are implementing. You're doing nothing different. What are you doing different? What are you doing different? The Ganta to Sanikwele road project that was done. Ganta to Sanikwele to look at your border to Aricos was done under George Weah. The pavement was done under Weah. Ganta to Salaye, Ganta to Sakapie to Tabata. All of the funds secure contract awarded, given to the contractor that started the job under George Weah. Banga to Salaye, Lova County, done under George Weah. You are doing nothing new. 2 years now, you have not dedicated anything that you started. You have not dedicated anything that you have started. And you sit down here, you won't use lies to cover your ineptitude as a government, and you think all will sit down and listen to it. I just stopped by to let you know that the former president, His Excellency George Weah, is kicking. He's strong. He's minding a business. He chose to go relax in Ghana for some moment before he trip to America. He chose to leave your vindictive country where the government is attacking every single individual who is not in alignment with her fake policies. He chose to go rest to a house in Ghana while getting prepared for a trip to the US. And you passing around, you saying he's sick, he did one, he died one. You focus on how the president returning from America with $0. Be concerned about how the president returning from France, rather. From France and the UAE with $0. Zero project. Zero policy. Zero. Everything zero. Look around one funny press statement on e-marshal. The president has deep ties with the other one. They are rekindled international relations. What all the bullcrap for? The one that bring people eat. The president was greeted with a guy of honor in Paris. That guy of honor will eat. Also, your boy saluting President Boakai in Paris. They saluting that ain't will eat. The blind people who can be passing around begging for money, small cherry in the street selling. That's why they will eat. That's why they used to go to school. That you were saluted in Paris. That they were saluting the dead guy of honor. They were playing with gun in front of him. That's why the country will eat. I just stopped by to let you know that you guys may think the whole country foolish, but the foolish people are getting wise. And sooner or later, propaganda will have no space in this country to survive. You came to rescue, focus on that rescue mission. Stop looking for sick people when you know where the sick people are. Stop looking for dead bodies when you know where the dead bodies are. You should be ashamed that the president who you said no plenty book went to 2 countries and could not bring 1 paper milk pack. Went to 2 countries and could not bring 1 piece of biscuit. You should be ashamed. I'm not going to say much. Thank you very much. God bless you. And anytime, any information will be here again to provide the clarity so that all of us will be guided by the truth and not deception as a result of poor governmental performance. Thank you very much. Bye.